Yes. Because the clock is synchronized.
I don't like when people. I don't like when.
I like that you made a wish. So cute.
No, I don't like when we put on the spot like that, because all of a sudden you've got a million things. I wish.
But you made a wish. That was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I hope you were able to catch it too. Johnny Driller coming through with "I'm available for the blessing." Okay, yes. I'm adding for the blessing, but I'm available coming through.
Wow. Listen, after 15 years based in Spain, South African-born artist Pierre Louis Geldenhuys returns home with a body of work that feels both urgent and intimate. Titled "The Planet is Screaming, Listen to Mother Earth." The new series will be unveiled at the Investec Cape Town Art Fair, presented by LUISA PITA Gallery in its debut participation at the fair. Geldenhuys works with a single piece of raw silk folded, never cut or stitched, forming intricate geometric structures disrupted by falling threads and softly illuminated from within. In this latest collection, it draws on the life cycle of the vine as a metaphor for environmental strain and renewal, asking us not to panic, but to pause and to listen. Pierre Louis Geldenhuys now joins us on the line. Pierre Louis, thank you so much for your time. Welcome to the Upside, or should I say, buenos tardes.
Buenos tardes. Sí, aquí es buenos días todavía. Yeah, it's still early. So yes, thank you for having me on the show.
Lovely having you. Tell us, how was your experience in Spain? I mean, 15 years is a long time. You've come back now, obviously, because you missed the braai of South Africa.
Oh, I miss my people more than anything in the world. So I come back almost every year. We have a house in South Africa, along the coast, the Indian coast, in the garden route. So I need my people every year. I have to have a dose of South Africans. I love my people. I love my country. I have been working in Spain mostly, or I've been living in Spain mostly because I married a Spaniard. My husband is Spanish. And my career started in Spain. I started as a textile designer or textile artist in Spain. Before that, I was a fashion designer here in Cape Town, in fact.
Wow.
For a long time. I studied fashion here in Cape Town. But when I went to Spain, it was very difficult to find a job as a fashion designer. So I had to try and find something else to do. And so I started experimenting, first doing patchwork. And from the patchwork, it evolved into tessellation after a lot of investigation. And as you can see now, from the evolution that I've introduced all kinds of different elements. There's buttons, there's pins, there's safety pins, there's all these strings hanging, which represents the sapping of the vines. And it's actually very, very, very fabulous to be exhibiting here in South Africa for the first time. It's a great honor. I was very nervous how it would be received, but the people have been so interested and absolutely enjoying the work. Yeah.
It sounds like such a splendid journey, and I cannot wait to find out about, just linking creative spaces with very complex environmental concerns that we're currently faced with as humanity. On the line with us, South African-born artist Pierre Louis Geldenhuys. Let's take a break.
Téléchargez l'application Channel Africa sur votre Play Store ou Apple Store afin de pouvoir suivre toutes nos émissions en direct de là où vous vous trouvez. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Stay tuned to Channel Africa. Stream us on our new and updated website, channelafrica.co.za. Your afternoons just got even better. Fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from an African perspective.
We're 19 minutes in. Thanks for tuning in. 19 minutes into 2 p.m. to be exact in Central African time. On the line with South African-born artist Pierre Louis Geldenhuys as he makes his return home this week. But listen, this homecoming is one for the history books because it culminates with an unveiling of a new body of work that he has titled "The Planet is Screaming." Such a provocative title, and one for us to really unpack, not just on the show, but really as people to talk about Mother Earth and how we are investing back into the planet. Pierre, let's talk about that. You know, just perhaps, I don't know if you want to link this with your years in Spain, but just your love for humanity and the environment. Why are those subject matters so important for you?
For me, it's very important because I think we are busy destroying the planet little by little. Although I'm an eco-positive person, so I believe that as a collective, we can take steps to improve what we are doing. We can start recycling more, but the problem is that as individuals, we think, oh no, it's somebody else's problem, it's not my problem. And we need to listen to the planet because Mother Earth is silently screaming. We have ecosystems that's being threatened. We have floods that is unusual. We have fires that is raging all over the world. These things are man. It's because of what man has done to the planet. But I believe that we can turn it around. So each of the artworks has an element of saving the planet. There are water, which is very important for life. Without water, there won't be life. I have an artwork called Sunrise that is, sun is very important for life too. Without the sun, we won't exist. But also, it's got another message that, please, can we save the planet before the sun engulfs us? Because eventually, the sun is a star and it will implode eventually.
Wow.
And I would hope that we die because of that and not because of ourselves. I really believe we need to start listening at what the planet is telling us. We are overpopulating the planet. We can't see sunrises in cities anymore. These things are little things that we can do to save ourselves and our planet. We need to integrate humanity more into nature. For example, I live in an eco estate when I'm here in South Africa. The houses are placed in the bush. Our gardens are natural vegetation, and we live amongst the animals. They come up, they eat my garden, the antelopes or the bosque. And there's nothing you can do, and it's really beautiful to be. And we live in front of the sea, so there's that ecosystem as well, very delicate. For example, I have a work. It's a whole ecosystem from bees that pollinates the flowers to leaves that represents the changing of the season, and we find that seasons have been automatically changing. Temperatures are rising. And then it continues to pansy shells, which we find in the garden route. They are not endangered, but they are protected. They're very delicate creatures. Once they are exposed to sunlight, they die within 10 minutes. And it's illegal to dive for them. So yeah, that's my listen to Mother Earth.
And you continue, contributing and, sharing your love for Mother Earth by using Mother Earth in the work that you're doing. Talk to us about your use of a single silk or piece of silk, folded, not cut. What is the symbolic, nature of you having chosen that material in the story you're trying to tell?
Okay. The silk I use is organic silk. So it comes from a factory in India where they don't boil the larva or the cocoon. They have a different method of unwinding the cocoon. so that the lava stays live. The work is pure mathematics, it's pure geometry. And everywhere we look in nature, you can find geometry. Everywhere. Everything is based on mathematics. That is why I chose tessellation as a form of expressing. I am quite mathematical, but creative as well. So tessellation, there's a lot of people doing it on paper. You work on a 60 degree or 30 degree angle, and you also work on a 90-degree angle, whichever one you want to use. So first I do a pattern that I create on paper, which I fold the shapes that I want. Because it's mathematical, I can get whatever shape I want. So the process actually starts with my morning run, which for me is meditation. And my best ideas have come from my meditation session running. And then I go to the paper and I fold until I get the shape that I want. And then with that paper pattern, I transfer the paper pattern onto a single piece of silk. And then on that silk, I have dots, which I need to then catch with a needle and thread and pull together and knot. And that then maintains the shape. Of course, you can just fold it, but you won't be so exact. And you have to be quite exact if you want to repeat a pattern. So the geometry in this is for me is just absolutely wonderful. And the fact that I have no limit. The only limit I have is the size of the fabric. Is my only limit. If that answers your question?
It does, absolutely.
Tessellation. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
That is fascinating. Oh my goodness. Pierre, you are an earth angel.
Tessellation. I need to explain tessellation. So
Please,
tessellation
yes.
actually started with the Romans. They used to use tessellation in their mosaics.
Yeah.
It's a shape that repeats. And then I was inspired when I went to the south of Spain, for example, to the Alhambra. I visited the Alhambra, and the Moors who built the Alhambra, they could not represent human figures or animals or anything. So they started using tessellation, is where shapes fall into each other. There's also a very famous artist, his name is MC Escher, it's a Dutch artist, who uses tessellation or used to use tessellation in his artwork. Yeah, tessellation is on paper. It was invented in the 70s by a man called Fujimoto from Japan. He invented the paper tessellation. And from there, I have investigated how to transform it from paper into a single piece of fabric. Yeah.
That is so beautiful. Listen, I've got to say it again. You're such an earth angel. The planet needs people like you.
Thank you.
So amazing. So talk to us about the art fair, your participation in the art fair. How can we, sort of get acquainted to your work through the art fair? As I understand it, it is presented by the LUISA PITA Gallery.
Yes. So me and LUISA PITA, we have started our careers in Spain practically at the same time. We've been together for 15 years. We have been everywhere over the world. We've gone to fairs in France, in Portugal, to Miami. So we've been building up our careers together. I came to the fair last year to have a look at the level of the fair, and I was absolutely amazed at the high level, at the high standard that the South African artists have. It is amazing. I think that it's almost better standard or higher standard than some of the fairs in Spain. So we decided to apply, and yes, we wrote a concept and we were chosen. So I'm very grateful for being here, and I'm very grateful for LUISA, who has supported me. Also, my husband, it's my art curator. He supports me a lot. There is so much involved in these boxes. You need to order the wooden frames, the perspex boxes. I need to bring the lights from Spain. Then they need to be crated. The crates need to be made. There's the transport. They're very fragile. So there's a lot involved in that. So the logistics, I don't have time to do. I pass that on to the art curator and the gallery. So I'm very fortunate to be here and very happy to be here, in fact.
The art exhibition or the art gallery, the art fair is taking place from the 19th to the 22nd of February. How can we get tickets?
I think you can buy them online. You can also just rock up at the CCTI, the Convention Center in Cape Town, and you can buy tickets straight from there.
Oh, amazing. Pierre, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much for sharing your brilliant mind and your creativity. And we can't wait to see your lovely work at the Convention Center. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you for inviting me on the show. It was a real pleasure. Thank you very, very much. Have a fabulous day.
Oh, you too. The voice of Pierre Louis Geldenhuys. His work is currently on display. It's titled "The Planet is Screaming. Listen to Mother Earth." A series that has been unveiled at the Investec Cape Town Art Fair, presented by LUISA PITA Gallery. And you can get your tickets or just rock up, as he had mentioned, from the 19th, which is today, up until the 22nd of February. 30 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African time. Let's get the latest sports.